hear us each and every late Saturday night, early Sunday morning on 90.1 FM, KPFT, Houston.
Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Firm. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. For more information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthis, you can find it at the website, parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Dreams, I can see your freedom, I will hold you once more. To the men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This thing's my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
And welcome to the Prison Show. Tonight is, let's see, it's that number. It's March that number. Friday. Joanne's back here saying it. So y'all know what day it is, right? Yeah, of course you do. And you know what? I got a message for one Lionel Rogers. And I say it, this is coming from my heart. That's right. Not you. You. Just wanted to make that clear.
And who can see you giving the finger?
The camera.
Oh.
Lionel Rogers can see me doing it.
Oh.
He told me not to. He did. He told me not to do it. But I do it anyway.
Well, good for you.
I know. And you see, what does David do? David does this. Right back at you. See, he even does it on my phone. Does it on my phone. See that? All right. So, Linda's in there saying something. I don't know what she's saying. Sweetheart or something. All right.
Something about a sweetheart.
Yeah, clearly she wasn't in this room earlier, like about 30 minutes ago when we were yelling at each other.
You had another message, too.
You know what? I made the mistake of opening up an envelope thinking, oh, this is someone that I honestly read just before, and I was like, oh, let me look. Charlie Kirk's staring me in the face. And if anyway, I tried to hand it to Gloria, still not understanding where this was coming from.
And like I was going to take it.
Yeah, and Gloria was like, what?
I was looking for a match.
Yes. Gloria and I agree on this, but then I realized who it was when the pole dancing came out. So, to you. There we go. There we go. So tonight.
Your biggest fan?
Yeah, it says it right here.
Yeah.
Number one fan. Number one. Anyway.
You gotta love him.
Yeah, no. No, absolutely not. So tonight, David, minus the date at the top, which I appreciate, has lined up a great show. Mary Sue Molnar, she is the executive director at Texas Voices for Reason and Justice. Tatiana Santollo. I think I said that right. President and founder of Texas Prisons Alliance. That's with an S. Prisons. Gloria is here. Texas Death Penalty Abolition Movement. And
The Texas.
the. I am sorry, but David didn't have the. I am reading exactly how he has it. And Abraham Bonowitz, the co-director, founder at Death Penalty Action, is going to be on also. Don't forget those petitions. DeathPenaltyAction.org. There's a whole slew of petitions on there. So let's get to our first caller, Mary Sue Molnar. Hey, Mary Sue.
Hi there, good evening. How are y'all doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I am doing well. It's been a very long couple of months. And I got some bad news, I guess you can say.
Oh.
So everybody knows that our organization, Texas Voices, we advocate for people who are on the sex offense registry. So if you're incarcerated for a sex offense, when you come out and you land on the registry, we'd love to hear from you. We could always use more advocates. And we're always challenging laws and policies that just don't work and that make it, more difficult for people to re-enter society and to reintegrate and to live crime-free, healthy lives. And one of the problems that we have here in Texas are residency restriction ordinances. So parole typically imposes a 500-foot ordinance, but individual cities and towns can impose their ordinance as many feet as they want. So parole is typically a 500-foot child safety zone if you're on parole. But cities can go all the way up to 2,500 feet if they want, which pretty much makes the whole city unlivable. So we've always had problems trying to help people find housing. And one of the best cities out there for housing for people who are going to have to register and they're going to be on parole is the city of Fort Worth, because they have over 25 really, really good privately owned halfway homes there, probably closer to more than 30, I would guess. And there's a lot of jobs in Fort Worth, a lot of manufacturing jobs, a lot of warehouses. So registered people, when they go there, they can get back up on their feet. They can get a job. They can stay at a halfway home for a year or two until they can get their own place. And then some of them, will decide to stay there in Fort Worth because their job is there or their friends are there. Some will move on to other cities. But Fort Worth decided about 3 months ago that because all of the surrounding cities have an ordinance, that they wanted to have one too. So we have been opposing their proposed ordinance for a couple of months now, and a lot of our members went to city council meeting and spoke out against it. Even a local treatment provider went up there and spoke out against it. We made tons of calls to council members, and the bad news is they passed it anyway, and it's a 2,000-foot restriction.
Oh,
yeah, so all of these wonderful privately owned Christian-based halfway homes, I'm guessing or we're assuming that the people who are there now will be grandfathered in But, you know, those aren't forever homes. They stay there until they get up on their feet, and then they move out. So they won't be able to accept anybody new. And these places are on, or have always been on for many, many years, on the TDCJ approved housing list. So now TDCJ is going to have to remove multiple halfway homes from their list because of this ordinance. So it's just been really disappointing. I mean, we've got a lot of members in Fort Worth, and they're just devastated. I mean, that was one of the best cities to go, you know, for someone with a criminal history, especially someone with a sex offense. That's the bad news. The good news is there's a lawsuit.
Oh, good.
And there are two of them, actually. One of them I know nothing about, only that it has been filed, and hopefully I'll be able to pull it up next week. The other one is by a lawyer that we work with quite often, and he has filed a lawsuit on behalf of one of those privately owned halfway homes. And I can't say much about it until he gets the filed, stamped copy, which will be early next week. But it looks like it's a pretty good one. I mean, everyone that's seen it, which are just a few people thus far, have said that they feel like it's a really good challenge. So maybe next time I'm on, I'll have a little bit more of an update on that. But, I mean, that was just, you know, devastating news for us, because when people would call or write and they'd say, where can I go? You know, I have nowhere to go. My son has nowhere to go. My husband has nowhere to go. We would always send them to one of these homes there in Fort Worth. And, you know, the sad thing is the police, from what we've heard, the police department down there didn't like the ordinance. They said, we're not having any problems with these guys. We're not having any problems with them.
Then what brought it up? Do you know?
It was a particular city council member, you know, just trying to get votes. And I'll bet in a year or two he runs for another office, you know, for a higher office. And, I mean, we had so many members go up and testify, and they did a great job. You know, it's not easy to testify when you're on the registry, but they did it, and they did a really good job. But, of course, their testimonies were just dismissed. And one council member told a guy one-on-one, she said, this isn't the hill that I'm going to die on. And she said, I don't like this ordinance either, but this isn't the hill that I'm going to die on. So, I mean, sometimes things really look good to the general public, and they'll just push them through, whether it's good policy or not.
Mary Sue, what does 2,000 feet look like? Is it a block or a mile, or?
It says it's, you know, I'm not sure. I know it takes up a lot of space. And the bad thing is cities can usually, okay, when you think of a child safe zone, you usually think of a park, a school, a daycare, you know, those type of places. But not only can these cities go up to whatever footage they want, they can call anything they want a child safe zone. Like the city of Pasadena, in their ordinance, it says that a neighborhood is a child safe zone. And then there's two cities that we found, and in their ordinance, they're saying that a golf course is a child safe zone. I've never seen kids at a golf course. I mean, it's, so they can do, you know, they can say library, swimming pools. They can take a corner of a street, which is what they just recently did in the city of Keller, Texas, and they put a park bench there and a sign that says Northern Park.
Oh, wow.
And now they're considering that is, you know, 2,000 feet around that little spot there is a child safe zone. It's been added to their child safe zone map. So it's just gotten ridiculous. I mean, they can just vanish. And I guess it takes pressure off of their police departments because they don't have that many people to register. They don't have that many people where they have to do home compliance checks and things like that. But it's like, this is like one city after another, like dominoes. I'm not sure where they expect people to live. And that's not successful reentry.
Now, I know you said that a lawsuit is being filed. Are you familiar with any lawsuits that have been successful across the United States?
There have not been many. There have been a few, and there are lawyers all over the United States who are working on strategies. So far, just about everything they've tried has not worked. But, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And so this lawsuit that was filed today is a little bit different. I've read it, although I can't, like I said, I can't say anything about it. It's taking a little bit different strategy, and I think that's what needs to happen is, you know, lawyers need to start thinking outside the box.
Well,
and filing these things, because this is just crazy.
Mary Sue, how can people get on the inside get a hold of you if they want to write to you?
Okay, our address is Texas Voices, P.O. Box 23539, San Antonio, Texas 78223.
Okay, repeat that P.O. Box again.
Okay, it's P.O. Box 23539, San Antonio, and the zip code is 78223. Hang in there. We are out here advocating for more resources for people with sex offense convictions and people on the registry. And when you get out, give us a shout or have your families contact us while you're in.
Well, thank you so much, Mary Sue, and let us know if we can be of any assistance.
Well, thank you. I sure will. I'm waiting to be able to put this out and look at the, I'm sure there'll be some news articles on it coming up next week.
I'm sure there will. Well, thank you so much. You have a great weekend.
Bye, you guys. Love y'all. See you soon.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Now we have oh, that was a misspelling there. I almost pronounced that. Tatiana.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, I almost did. I did not. Okay, she is on line 2. Let's get to line. There we go. How are you doing, Tatiana?
I'm great. How are you? How's everybody?
We are doing fabulous, but we're
Wonderful.
curious, how is it going in your world with TPA?
You know what? Very blessed. Super grateful for everything. I mean, just when you think it's getting better, it's getting even more better.
Woohoo! We like that.
Yes, ma'am, we sure do. We have, so far, we have a lunch with a purpose. And the lunch with a purpose is at Stanley's Barbecue, and that will be on March 31st from 11 in the morning up until 1 p.m. Now, this lunch with a purpose, a portion of the proceeds will go to Texas Prisons Alliance, so don't forget to show up hungry. There will be TPA volunteers there bringing awareness to issues in Texas prisons. So if there's anybody that has any advocating questions, we have our volunteers that will be there. And this is Stanley's famous Pit Barbecue, and that is at 525 South Beckham Avenue in Tyler, Texas, 75702. Once again, this will be on March 31st from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And again, part of the proceeds would go to Texas Prisons Alliance. So yeah, we have that going on. We're very excited. This is our first lunch with a purpose. We also have just completed a Law of Parties 8-lesson course for Edovo. It should be going live very soon. This 8-lesson course will consist of 10 videos, and this will be a certificate course, and this course is going to be explaining the law of parties in the state of Texas. Now, that's very different than any other state, such as California. And it's also going to say how other states apply similar laws. And they will also be able to view a PDF of our Law of Parties survey, which they can also write the answers to mail us, as well as supplemental materials that they may have. And they can send that to TPA, Attention LOP, or Law of Parties, either or. And our P.O. Box is 1563, Pearland, Texas, 77588. We also are working on, one of our programs directors is working on a couples communication guide for couples to work through, one on Edovo, the other out here. And this communication guide will be specifically for couples to work through with their partners. It is a read aloud series, and our volunteer, Nicole, who is a speech pathologist, she's phenomenal. This will be for incarcerated parents as well to discuss with their children. And then we also have the Resilient Roots book for parents to work through. This is also going to be uploaded to Edovo, and this would be through, parents that are incarcerated will be able to work through with their kids. And our director, Sky Moreno, is helping with our other programs director, Crystal, on this, so we're very excited for that. And we are almost completed it's a course called Hush and Don't Tell. And this course is basically it's there to help women recognize how early experience of abuse and enforced silence shape the communication patterns and their self-worth. It empowers them to break cycles of secrecy and reclaim their voices. You know, a lot of us ladies, more of us in the minority, you know what, it's not even the minority, it's all of us women in general. When we were little, things were happening that weren't supposed to happen, and we were not allowed to tell. And a lot of these reasons are, and because of these, they end up being traumas, and because of the traumas, a lot of the ladies, it has something to do with their crime. And this is why they're incarcerated. And this one, I am very excited because I'm personally working on this one with my director of Inside Ambassadors for the Ladies, Brandy Bergera, who is housed in Crane Unit. This was her idea, and I am just helping her bring this to life. And I think it is a huge need, and I'm very excited because I firmly believe that there's a need for this for the women to help themselves with the childhood trauma. I can't say they'll get over it, but it'll definitely help alleviate a lot of guilt, just everything in general, everything negative that, you know, we've had to live with so many years. And I include myself in that because I was a hush and don't tell person as well. So I was just one of the fortunate ones that, you know, it didn't affect me the way some other ladies did. So that's what we have so far going on. We have also the Veterans Division. We have inherited more units as outside sponsors. We currently have, let me start from the beginning. We have Stevenson Unit. We have Memorial Unit. We have Michael Unit. We have Cofield Unit. And we just got Stringfellow Unit. And we just got, maybe about a day and a half ago, we got Alfred Hughes Unit. So we're very excited for that. We are assisting these veterans. My director of veterans, my inside director, and his name is Stephen Jennings. He's housed over there in Memorial Unit. Shout out to you, Stephen. Him and also the assistant director, who is also housed at Memorial Unit, Zachary Johnston. Zach, hey, another shout out to you. They are helping me with the Vet Alliance introductory package. It's kind of like an introductory guide as an outside sponsor, what Vet Alliance does, what to expect, and if they have questions and, FAQs, and if they have Q&As as well. So we are putting all that together. They're doing their part on the inside, and I'm doing my part on the outside, and eventually we will bring that to life. But yeah, we have all this, and I'm super grateful for this, and I'm hoping more to come.
So you had mentioned some programs that will be on Edovo. What do you foresee in the future that you'll have coming?
Oh gosh, how to use a cell phone?
Hey, well,
how to use a cell phone. We got how to use an ankle monitor. That one's going to be uploaded soon.
That, you know what, there's a lot of men and women who have been incarcerated for so many years, they have no idea how to use a cell phone. And others who should know how to use one.
Amen. Amen to that one, Danny.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I mean, let's be honest. If it's a phone that they do know how to use, let's just hope it's like one of those big thick ones from back in the day.
Absolutely, that's it. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Yes, yeah. So we have those going on. We also have some programs for the vets that we will also be adding on. We have a plethora of programs. There's like a huge spreadsheet of so many more programs that we are doing. We are focusing a lot on reentry. We think that reentry is the only way to go, and through education is key. A lot of the when they come up for parole, part of the parole package, they're looking a lot at the Edovo certificates now. So we just want to provide. We don't want to provide any type of curriculum. We want it to be essential that they're going to be able to utilize when they come home.
Well, so I need you to say that again. What did you say about the Edovo certificates? That they are looking at that?
Yes, parole boards are looking at the Edovo certificates, but it's not like, I mean, I don't know what other programs they have, but it's like...
no, there's a lot of them on there, and I know some of the parole attorneys have advised their clients that they should be,
Definitely.
Yeah, so I'm
you know who told me this? Let me tell you who told me. Gary Cohen.
Well, there you go. You see,
Gary Cohen.
We're hearing it from Gary Cohen.
We are, yes. Gary Cohen is your sponsor, and he's our board member. Yes, ma'am.
So that tells you something. I know there's a few people who know who I'm talking to right now. Edovo certificates, very important.
But it's just like it has to be a class or a curriculum that is essential. It can't be like, I don't know. I mean, I have to be like, I don't know if it's like dot to dot. And I'm just,
I know.
In my head, like something that's not significant or something that they're just going to let it run. Ladies and gentlemen, don't let it run through. Get something out of it. Come on now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what it's there for. They're giving you the tools to use.
I agree.
So you can't complain that you have no tools when they're right there at your fingertips.
Exactly. And you know what also I can't stress enough? Rehabilitation should have started and starts when you step foot in TDC. Not when you're 6 months up before coming up. Oh, yeah, 6 months. I come up in 6 months. Let me behave. Let me get rid of my cases and, let me start acting right. No. You're not going to get approved like that. It starts when you first enter.
Absolutely. But for those of you who are maybe starting now, erase that past. Come on. Start doing good now.
That's what I'm talking about. And I heard, because I just did an interview with a parole attorney that I used to work with at the Innocence Project, and she's telling me they're also looking at minors. They're also looking at minor cases. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, we appreciate you being on, Tatiana, and I know a few people are shaking their head at me going, yeah, shut up, Danny. because I've been preaching exactly what you just said, so I'm glad someone else is
well,
saying
you and I are on the same page.
Well,
Yep.
we look forward to having you back on, and we can't wait to hear what else you have in store for us.
Definitely. You know what? I want to give you guys a congratulations. I heard the wonderful news on PBS. I am so excited for all of you.
Well, thank you. We're excited, too.
Oh, gosh, yes. That's a great experience. I'm so happy for you guys. Congratulations. And thank you for having me.
And congratulations to y'all, too. And you have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too. Take care.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Now we have one Gloria Rubac here. Now you got to talk into the mic.
I got it.
Oh, no, David's turning it up now.
I'm not loud enough?
Are you sick?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
You're sick?
You're hiding behind the cranes.
You're hiding behind the crane. Come on. You see, you're making me lean into you. There we go.
Okay. All right. I want to start out by giving condolences to all of the friends of Cedric Ricks, who was executed two nights ago in Huntsville. And I want to, several people have actually asked me for his last statement, so I'm going to go ahead and read that. It's not too long. He said, "First, I want to say I'm sorry for taking Roxanne and Anthony away from y'all. And apparently, he didn't have any witnesses, but the victim's family was there. So he was speaking to them. I can't imagine the pain it has caused you. I'm glad I'm able to speak to tell you all that face to face. I just hope one day you can find forgiveness in your heart, so you don't have to live with the pain anymore." And to Marcus, "I always thought about you, and I'm sorry I took your mom and brother away. I hate that you had to experience that. I just can't imagine. But I am truly sorry for what I've done, and I wish y'all peace and joy as much as you can. But I'm sorry, that's all I can say. I can't say nothing else. Reyes, I'm sorry, man, sorry. Lonnie, I'm sorry. Marcus, I'm sorry. I'm glad you can fulfill your dreams through whatever they are. I hope to find Roxanne and Anthony in heaven, and I can tell them I'm sorry face to face, because I don't wish y'all no more pain. I hope y'all go in peace. I really do. I'm sorry." Very apologetic statement. We have got 12 birthdays on death row this March, and I thought I had them in order, and a bunch of you have, what's today, the 13th, have already had your birthday. But DeMontrell Miller, happy birthday. Gerald Eldridge, happy birthday. Jaime Cole, Christopher Love, Farion Wardrop.
Farron.
Let
me push you over, or drag you here, because you're behind the crane. There you go.
Behind the crane?
You're behind your crane right there.
Goodness.
There you go.
All right. Alan Bridgers, Andre Thomas, Juan Ramirez, Juan Alvarez, Charles Raby, Paul Slater, and Warren Rivers. All of y'all have birthdays this month. I hope it's as good as it can be expected, given your situation. We have got another execution coming up on April 30th, and this is James Broadnax. And, you know, I am a 79-year-old white woman. Rap music is not my thing, but apparently it was used against him in his trials. And you know what? I just realized, I was reading about Cedric Ricks. They tried him in prison clothes and in shackles. So I'm sure the jury looking at him thought, oh yeah, he's innocent until proven guilty. That's not right. Anyway, apparently in JB's trial, they used the rap lyrics he had written to show that he was a future danger. And there was actually a really good article in the New York Times about that. And there was another article, I could relate to that. It said, I think it was on public radio, but it said, do you think if Johnny Cash was on trial for murder, they'd use his song, I killed a man in Reno, and what was it? I was happy
just to watch him die.
Say that again, David?
I killed a man in Reno just to watch him die.
Just to watch him die. Now, would they use that against Johnny Cash? I don't think so. Anyway, I don't know who all these people are, Fat Joe and Killer Mike and Young Thug, but there's a group of hip-hop icons, apparently, that have come out in support of Broadnax. So I really hope that that helps. And one of the things that he put, or I guess his fiance put on Facebook, why James Broadnax shouldn't be executed. Number one, he wasn't the shooter. Excuse me. He didn't pull the trigger. Number two, he was under adult influence. He was 19 at the time. He was homeless, addicted, and heavily pressured by an older co-defendant with a history of violence. And the co-defendant who actually pulled the trigger didn't go to death row. Just love these law parties and justices. He is full of remorse and redemption and has devoted himself to changing his life. And he received the death sentence while his older co-defendant, who was more culpable, took a plea bargain. So much for justice in the courts. There was some good news out of Alabama this week. And the governor actually commuted the sentence of a man named Sonny Burton 2 days before his nitrogen gas execution. And his was a law of parties case. He didn't fire the fatal shot that killed somebody, and the man who did was resentenced to life without parole after he got a new trial. So Burton got sent to death row, and the trigger man was spared. You know, as Ray Hill used to say, the legislature in Texas only meets every other year, so we've got 1 year where they don't screw things up. And Ray was right. But next January, when we start lobbying the legislature, the law of parties is going to be at the top of the list. We actually got a bill passed, I think it was Dutton's bill, a couple years back in the House, and Rick Perry, in his lack of intelligence, told John Whitmire, the wimp who was head of the Senate Criminal Justice Committee, don't let this bill go to the Senate, because if you do, I'm just going to veto it. And, of course, Whitmire followed him. But there's more and more information coming out about the law of parties. Jeff Wood's case is one of the ones that's very prominent. And Jeff, I hope you enjoyed your visit with your sister. I know it's been a while. And she has put online a petition against the law of parties. We had been getting people to sign it in person, and I thought maybe that's what you had to do because it goes to the legislature. But apparently you can sign it online now. So it is on our Facebook page, which is the Texas Death Penalty Abolition Movement. So I'm happy that the Alabama governor saw fit to not murder somebody who didn't kill anybody. And I wish we had a governor that's smart. The upcoming executions in the country, there's about a dozen of them. Next week, Michael King in Florida, March 31st, James Duckett in Florida, April 30th, James Broadnax here in Texas, May 14th, Raymond Johnson in Oklahoma, and also on May 14th, I don't think that's right, Edward Busby in Texas. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, and Edward, if Broadnax is executed, then Edward Busby will be Texas's 600th execution, if it happens. Hopefully it won't. May 20th, Leroy McGill in Arizona. May 21st, Tony Carruthers in Tennessee. Boy, Tennessee is, I guess they're trying to act like Florida. August 13th, Anthony Hines in Tennessee. September 30th, a woman in Tennessee, Krista Gale Pike, is scheduled for execution. October 21st, Jerome Henderson in Tennessee. November 12th, John Rubio here in Texas. And December 3rd, Gary Wayne Sutton in Tennessee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tennessee's got 5 executions. This past Monday, I think it was, Andre Thomas, who's on death row in Texas, was supposed to have a competency hearing, but his doctor had it canceled because they said he's too mentally ill to be transported to his hearing, and he could not be re-examined by the state's expert. Back in April of 2023, he had a scheduled execution, and that was withdrawn about a month ahead of time, citing concerns with his severe mental illness and his competency to face execution. One of the doctors, who's the director of mental health at UTMB, and Andre Thomas is his patient, said, "In my 30-year career practicing as a triple board certified general, child, and adolescent correctional and forensic psychiatrist across multiple types of correctional forensics units, state hospitals, and the like, Mr. Thomas is one of the most treatment-resistant, refractory, and complicated patients I have ever evaluated, consulted on, or treated." I mean, it just seems obvious that somebody who has taken out both of his eyeballs has serious issues and should be in a mental health facility instead of on death row. And I don't think he's actually at Polunsky. Where is he?
Jester 4.
Jester 4. And we just sent him a birthday card. His birthday was in February. And then I thought, I wonder what they do with his mail.
They have someone read it to him.
Oh, okay. I was hoping that was the case.
No, they do.
Okay, good.
We have to.
We're going to go. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to end real quickly with a poem by Christopher Love. Please excuse me if I lose my cool. The situation hurts sometimes. Hell, all the time. Today my homeboy said goodbye to us. Cedric Chi-Town Bricks. Damn, that moment traumatized me. He laughed, he held his head high. Love y'all. But I couldn't say it back. I tried. I love Chi-Town. That's my brother. But in that moment, something switched inside me mentally. I was hit with anger, sadness, confusion, and 1,000 emotions I didn't know how to hold. I almost snapped. I was proud to see him stand tall like a man today, but I was so hurting too. Damn, when is it okay to give up? Damn, Chi-Town. This is by Christopher Love, co-founder of Humanizing Death Row. And that's it.
All right. Thank you, Miss Gloria. And now we have Mr. Abe, who is on line 2. Hey, Abe.
Well, good evening. Can you hear me?
Sure can.
Okay, well, I'm glad to be with you all. We missed you the other night, Gloria, but glad you're back. And gosh, it's been a week, and I didn't catch all of what Gloria was talking about, so if I repeat something, I'll apologize for that. But it's been a week, and a good week in some ways, and a bad week in others. Gloria already mentioned Cedric's execution. Many people praying around that. But there was supposed to be an execution on Thursday in Alabama of Charles Sonny Burton. And amazingly, and let's perk our ears up on this one, because in Texas we have lots of so-called law of parties executions, where people who were not the actual killer but present to the crime got executed. And Sonny Burton was such a person in Alabama, and Governor Kay Ivey, of all people, actually chose to commute his sentence because of the unfairness, because the actual shooter in that case got a life sentence, and Sonny did not. It is really a remarkable campaign. Lots of different groups came on board. Death Penalty Action was present in response to the request of the attorneys in the case to come and help create a presence in front of the governor's mansion a few weeks ago, 24-hour presence. And it's really remarkable when you have lawyers in the case actually out there holding signs too with the activists. And we did that, and there was a lot of different pressure from a lot of different places. On Monday, Sonny's daughters delivered over 90,000 petition signatures to the governor. And we also know that there are some folks who were able to actually get in behind the scenes and speak with the governor's staff. And that's really the key, is getting to where you can actually, somebody can actually have a real direct conversation with people close into the decision making, and it made a difference. And this is the second commutation that Governor Ivey has had in the last year. A year ago, she commuted the sentence of Rocky Myers, sadly, to life in prison because she was concerned about questions of his guilt, but not enough to give him any kind of due process. And, of course, now that's another new thing in Alabama is Rocky Myers is now asking for a new trial based on the fact that it turns out his defense attorney was a member of the Klan. And probably so, standing out holding signs and whatever. And who knows what he did behind the scenes under his sheets and all that. But in any case, we had an execution that was supposed to happen and didn't even have to come down to the wire. We got a couple of days' notice on that, and we don't always get that. There's also a question about what's going to happen with James Duckett in Gloria mentioned him as being on the schedule in Florida. We got Michael King in Florida this Tuesday. Unlikely that anything's going to stop that one. But on March 31st, James Duckett is on the schedule. And the Florida Supreme Court has actually put the litigation calendar on hold. They paused it while they wait for the DNA testing that's been ordered, and which may result in the ordering of an evidentiary hearing, which would be super exciting, because then that will put off that execution and sort of delay this every 1 to 2 weeks execution schedule that's been going on in Florida now since the beginning, since mid-January, I think it is. And I will also note that today we got a new date in Florida. Let me just come up with that person's name because it was just announced. We'll see if it's been posted yet. Let's see. Not on this site, but I'll get that in a moment as I'm speaking. It's also been a unique day in that today is the 7th anniversary of Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, putting all executions on hold, and he declared that he would not be conducting any executions during his term. He would be reproving all of them. Well, this morning you saw actually not directly related to California, but the New York Times issued a restatement of its opposition to the death penalty from its editorial board, addressing numerous issues in that editorial. But you also had in the National Catholic Reporter an editorial specifically addressing Governor Newsom, as well as numerous social media influencers. We posted a number of these things on the Death Penalty Action Facebook page. I'll try to share some links with you all. But at the end of the day, Governor Newsom has the power, and we think he will do it if he gets enough pressure from folks in California. He has the power to commute. So there's around 500 people currently on the California death row. Governor Newsom has the power to commute any of them that did not have a prior felony prior to their conviction and sentence to death. There's about 200 of those people that had a prior felony, which means that the California Supreme Court has to approve a commutation. And that request has to go in very, very soon, because it's been taking an average of about 6 months for the California Supreme Court to make a decision on these types of cases. And, of course, Governor Newsom has about 9 months left in his term of office. So it'll be very, very interesting to watch that and see what's happening. And if you're listening from California and you're a California resident in particular, write to Governor Newsom and ask him to commute all those death sentences. There's also a big campaign, a California Commutation Coalition that we're all a part of, and so again, if you're in California and listening, it's time to write to your governor. I think the rest of us could write to him too, mainly because he's pretty much running for president, and that's what would make it extra remarkable, is if, as a presidential candidate, he stands by his guns on this issue of capital punishment, which, again, I'll remind you, 7 years ago today, Governor Newsom announced that, and not only did he announce that there would be no executions on his watch and he would reprieve everybody, he also actually released photographs of the dismantling of the execution chamber in California. They dismantled it. And further to that, over the past few years, they've actually redistributed California's death row from San Quentin Prison across the prison system. Most of the prisoners on death that have a death sentence in California are now living in general population, even with the death sentence. Unless there are very serious security risks, many of them are living among the general population. There's only one other state that I'm aware of that does that, and that's Missouri, which has a very small death row at this point. But that's where we know the prisoners also lived among prisoners sentenced to death live among general population. So that's really a big deal that happened today with the anniversary and all the social media work that's going on around that. And we're asking people actually to go and share those, share the stuff that you're finding on social media. Make sure it's getting as wide an audience as possible. So there's that.
Abe, is Governor Newsom term limited?
Well, he cannot run again as governor. I think that they get 2 terms.
Okay.
So yes, and so it's unclear who the candidates will be for election, but this November, California will pick a new governor, and Governor Newsom will have to move on to another, something else.
Okay.
And that's what I was saying. I mean, basically, the way he has been stepping up in being a foil to everything Donald Trump is positioning him well to, be maybe the Democratic candidate for president. I'll just be clear that, of course, not endorsing any candidates for president as the executive director of the 501c3. But if you're concerned about this policy, Gavin Newsom certainly is on the right side of the death penalty issue. And again, he could have been executing people every week in California, and instead he's chosen not to have any. So thank you for that question, Gloria. Any other questions there before I keep going?
Actually, I wanted to know that you gave a website for people to request him to commute the death sentences?
No, there's not yet. I don't think there's an actual action page on this yet. I could be wrong, but we don't have one. There is a California. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because I'll confess that I just walked in the door moments ago from driving to visit the grandkids, and by the way, we survived. We passed like 4 trucks blown over on the highway as we drove through Columbus. So
don't worry about that, Abe. I'll look at it when I get back to the house. I'll look for it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just search it real quick and see if I come up with it. California commutation. It is. That's. Oh well, I'll come up with it, and we'll share it on the Facebook page. And I'm just looking to see where my notes are here from as to what else has happened and what else is coming up. As I noted, we do have a new date in Florida, and that guy's name is Chadwick Willacy, and he's scheduled for April 21st. That's a brand new date as of today. And what's interesting is actually the timing is actually there's 3 weeks set between the execution that's scheduled on March 31st for James Duckett. Of course, as I mentioned before, Michael King is scheduled to be killed this coming Tuesday, and then 2 weeks from that is James Duckett, and then 3 weeks from March 31st is Chadwick Willacy. Don't know anything about his case yet because he just got his date today. So you can find more about him, on our webpage soon, and certainly on the social media, and soon on the webpage of Floridians for Alternatives to the Death Penalty. So that's the other interesting thing is I know Gloria read off the current execution schedule. It actually looks like we'll probably have fewer executions this year than we did last year, and that's in spite of Florida being, trying to break its record of 19 executions last year. But Texas has been relatively slow. We've got some Texas states. I know Gloria mentioned the 4 Tennessee executions that are scheduled. But Indiana has run out of people that are death warrant ready. So has Missouri. So has South Carolina. Georgia is really, it's not clear what they're waiting for, but Georgia has not been doing what they could be doing as well. I'll note also Ohio has many dates set, but that's set because execution dates in Ohio are set by the Ohio Supreme Court. Once the Attorney General says somebody's exhausted their appeals. But Governor DeWine in Ohio has basically, since he became governor, acted as a, consistently pro-life Catholic and has basically reprieved every death sentence. So we've got 30 people or so with active death warrants in Ohio, and every couple of months the governor pushes the next few to the back of the line. Now, the interesting thing is that Governor DeWine is also considering commutations. We're not sure exactly how he's going to proceed. In Ohio, the governor a person has to have a recommendation from the Ohio Parole Board as to whether they recommend clemency or not. And the challenge is that it's not a challenge, I should say. Well, the challenge is you have to have a hearing before the governor can act. But the governor does not have to take their recommendation, unlike in Texas, where the governor can only commute with the recommendation. In Ohio, it doesn't matter what the parole board said. As long as they've had a hearing, then he can act. And that's what we're hoping he'll do before the end of his term, which is also, he's termed out, and there will be a new governor in Ohio, and we'll see where that goes. So, I know I'm out of time here, so just want to thank you all again for being present to this. Again, go to deathpenaltyaction.org, and that's where you can find petitions for all of the active cases. We're going to be activating the ones for the latter part of the year soon. but the next ones that are coming up are ready to go, and we are delivering your petition signatures, so please, in every execution petition, sign them and share them so that more people can get their names in on these things. And finally, if you want to reach us, we're in Columbus, Ohio now at P.O. Box 27212, Columbus, Ohio 43227. That's P.O. Box 27212, Columbus, Ohio 43227. Any questions?
No, sir. We appreciate you being on, and you have a great weekend.
Hey, thank you. Danny, I owe you a phone call, and again, thank you all for being out there at the prison the other night and for your leadership there, and lots of other people are watching because we shared your live stream. So just grateful to all of you for being there, and one of these days I'll be in the studio with you. Have a great night.
Have a great weekend, Abe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You're listening to KPFT Houston. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas, obtain parole, and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
About you and everything you do, you're a dream come true. I ain't nothing but a broken man, but you take my hand, say you understand. It's time to say that we're on our way. It's a brand new day. You and me are far beyond friends, but dropping that ball, where do I begin? Touch me so tenderly, what you do to me. Make a believer out of me. Believer out of me. Believer out of me.
All right. Gloria has left the building with her sneezing and wheezing and coughing and
paper shuffling.
And yeah, paper shuffling, yes. But by me sitting next to her, I was like, oh, I don't want to get sick. And
be nice.
I know. See, she's already hitting me. She's like, be nice. All right. So, in case anyone didn't catch what Tatiana said earlier, on March the 22nd, the prison show film that people have been watching on their tablets for over a year now, huh, David? I think it's been on over a year.
Over a year?
Yeah. Well, it's going to broadcast on PBS. So it not only will broadcast in Texas, but also, what area did you say?
Rocky Mountain.
Rocky Mountain. Is that Colorado?
I reckon so.
I reckon.
Rocky Mountain PBS and Texas PBS.
Yeah.
And it's a show that's called Made in Texas.
Made in Texas. So,
they said you could see it on the PBS app.
Awesome.
I don't know that I've ever. I don't even know that they had a PBS app.
They do, because I have one on my TV, my smart TV.
Oh.
I do not have. She's trying to get up on me, David.
Well, maybe she likes your feet.
Well, yeah. There's more feet going on. That's why. Anyway, PBS does have an app, and anyway. If you tell your loved ones that they too can watch the prison show film on PBS on March the 22nd, or on the app, I'm sure after March the 22nd too.
I'm sure it's not just a one-time thing. That's just when it starts.
Now, I have a question. Why did we have... Okay, now we don't. We had 2 Ashleys and 2 Miss Austins.
They keep hanging up.
And now,
Can you hear? She said they keep hanging up.
they keep hanging up. Okay, when y'all get in queue, y'all don't hang up. We're here. We're just busy. Y'all wait. Y'all wait in queue. All right, let's get to who has been waiting. I think Ashley was on before, so let's get to Ashley. Oh, there we go. Okay, Ashley, how are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
It's Friday, so we're doing good.
Great. I just wanted to give a shout out to Norman Saxer at the Estelle unit. I just wanted to call to let him know that I love him and I miss him, and that Christian loves him and misses him as well, and that he's proud to call you his papa. I love you, Dad, and we got a lot of people praying for you. Thank you guys for all that you do.
Thank you, Ashley. You have a great weekend.
Thank you. You as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, and I think Miss Austin was next, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Miss Austin.
Good evening, everyone. How are y'all?
We are just living the dream over here.
Happy Friday to everyone. And tell her I did not hang up. My phone dropped, so I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, tell her. I hope you're listening, Linda.
Miss Linda, I did not intentionally hang up. My phone dropped. I'm back. Thank you for having me again. I want to send a shout-out to my amazing husband, Mr. K. Austin, here in Houston, to tell him that I love him. I am definitely praying for him. I know we have family members praying for him as well. Keep your head up, put God first, and it's going to be all right. That's it. Thank you guys so much, and I hope y'all have a great weekend.
You too, Miss Austin.
Yes, thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah. Bye, you too.
Bye-bye. Okay, now we have... Oh, okay. All right. I was like, no, it's 2 baddies. All right, let's get to Eric. Hey, Eric.
I'm all the way from Massachusetts, and I just want to say free Charles Flores. This story really left a mark on me. I've been thinking about it every day since Pablo Torres put out those episodes. I'm a journalist. I usually don't do anything that resembles activism, but I just want to say, free Charles Flores, and
Well,
the world goes on forever, but the party never ends.
Oh, that's awesome. And I'm sure he has a big old smile on his face, Eric.
I really hope so.
Yeah, I read a thing earlier Burt Butler sent out where they had filed some stuff for Charles.
Yeah, that he's got a lot of stuff going.
I hope so. I really look forward to him taking that road trip someday.
The one thing we know is he's a Dallas fan.
Yeah.
Yep. How about them Cowboys? I'm a Patriots fan, but I'll say it. How about them Cowboys?
I think everyone's saying that after watching that video.
Absolutely. God bless all you. Appreciate what you do.
Thank you, Eric. Have a great weekend.
You too. God bless.
Same to you. Bye-bye. All right. Now, next in line, let's do Jason.
Oh, hello, Prison Show.
Hello, Mr. Jason.
I have wrote y'all letters. I've wrote y'all a couple of letters. I don't know if y'all received them or not. But I have quite a few shout-outs tonight. One is going to be, we're allowed to say their first name, right?
Their first name or their nickname or their first name? And
and also I want to let you know that I'm a formerly incarcerated. I'm no longer incarcerated, so...
Congratulations.
Yes, I made it. So, okay, the first one is going to be El Jahara. These are all TDC people that are still in. El Jahara McNeil. The second one is Shabazz Ismail. Third one is Nico Cogdill, Joseph Wernley, Jay Williams, Walter Brown, Paul Law, Junius Harris, Jedekiah Hopkins, Jeremy Griffin, Alexis Zapata, Derej Kalen, Cody Hill, Kenyon Caldwell, Rodney Smith, Tynetris Burks, Joe Martinez, Victor Galando, Billy Stell, Robert Bates, Christopher William, and I want to do a special shout out for my nephew, Logan Sharon.
all right. Well, thank you,
And
Jason.
I want to say a big, big thank you to the Prison Show, to Miss Linda, Miss Danny, and David for letting me do this tonight.
Well, and congratulations to you two again.
Thank you, Danny. It really has touched me.
Well, you have a great weekend, and congratulations again. It makes us all so happy for you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's get to Captain Tom.
Yeah, this is Captain Tom. You're listening to KPFT Houston. And even though we are out of fund drive, that doesn't mean that you cannot donate to KPFT. You can go to kpft.org 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or you can call 713-526-5738. And you can text the word GIVE to 713-526-5738. Or become a sustainer. And I'm celebrating my 10-year anniversary with KPFT. So why don't you donate $10 to the prison show or Veterans of War show by going to kpft.org. And shout out to all my incarcerated veterans and my homeless veterans. And we hope that everybody is doing okay. And I will be calling live next week right here at KPFT. So until next Friday, we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you, Captain Tom. Let's get...
Sayonara.
Yeah. Sayonara. All right. Let's get to Eva.
Hey cutie, how is it going? What was your Friday like? So as you know, I'm currently still in Munich. So far the weather has been really good. So it seems that my tray did a good job. Thank you, cutie. I think you deserve a few barracks, maybe at least 3 or 4. What do you think? Yeah, besides that, I'm also looking forward to meeting my sisters on Saturday. It's really been a while since we've seen each other, so I guess that's gonna be great. Yeah, Trey, you know, I wrote something for you. I don't think that I will read everything right now. I will probably just send it to you in a message, but yeah, I will just read to you a part of it. Are you ready? And in the long dark between battles, when the wind howls and the path blurs, when the night feels endless and the walls feel too close, I will find you there, a light in the distance, walking with you towards the morning. And remember this, somewhere beyond those walls, your light is still seen. Yeah, it's kind of weird to read a poem. I mean, I'm not even sure if you can say that it's a poem, but it's something I wrote. So I guess I will just send it to you in a message. That might be better. Yeah, besides that, cutie, I hope you'll have a good Friday, a good evening, a nice night, and yeah, a great weekend. And as always, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Be good, Trey. Bye.
She sounds so sweet. All right. Let's get to Lydia.
Hi, Danny.
Hey,
Hi,
Lydia.
Danny. How are we tonight?
We are here. How are you?
Well, I fell asleep on the last inning. I fell asleep on the 9th inning, I think. I got to the 8th for that World Series, and USA won 5-2-3, I think it is, with Canada.
Oh.
Yeah, but I was watching that. I did good till the 8th inning. Yeah. But anyway, I just want to say hi to my son and tell him we did have a good dinner, mijo. It was really good. The beans were done after I spoke with you, and we had the pico de gallo and the tortillas and I used to call them tortillas, remember? Tortillas and fajitas. So they were really good. We had a good dinner. It's a beautiful night. It's cool. It's nice and fresh. It's just beautiful, mijo. Tomorrow, I think there's another game, but I don't know who's playing. I have to stay awake so I can know. But we're good, mijito. So I didn't talk to any of your tias today, except for Tia Janie. And Tia Patty's having some work done on the house. They're getting that, they're doing that sheetrock and doing some painting on the inside. So that's good that she's doing that to the house. But hopefully tomorrow will be another beautiful day. It's supposed to be hot. Give me a call. And thanks to Big Will for sending that nice email. I really enjoy your emails that you send, Big Will. Thank you for all the encouragement, too. Thank you. And my saludos to Eric, to Roderick, to Mark, and to Brandon. Okay? And to all of you, a good night. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Linda, David. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Lydia. You too. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Now, Big Will, how come I don't get those nice emails? Huh? Yeah, I'm going to ask that question. All right, how about Eva Marie?
Good evening, everybody. This is Eva Maria from Germany. I'm just reading a book by Jarvis J. Masters on his experiences in American prisons, and I realize how little I know about these experiences, and I would like to say to you all how much respect I have for you who have these experiences day after day. Jarvis J. Masters wrote, and I think he really knows what he writes, no matter how bad you feel, you are not alone and your life is precious. And I think there is more wisdom in this than I personally can say from experience. And I would like to repeat this. You are not alone and your life is precious. I would also like to ask you, tomorrow I've got an important talk to my old neighbor. He's 94 years old now, and he's really got no one to talk to. And now he senses that his life is going to an end, and I feel really quite overwhelmed with the situation because he doesn't have any family. So please pray for him and for me that I find the right words and that he may find some comfort, because I feel quite helpless with the situation, to be honest. Good night. Have a nice weekend. Eva Maria.
All right. Thank you so much. And how about Miss Patty? Hi, Miss Patty.
Oh, Linda. Hi. I want to tell you that Big Will sent me an email, too. Really nice.
I need to understand this, Big Will.
Anyway, this shout out is for my nephew, Humberto. Mijo, like your mom said, yes, we're doing some work inside. Oh my God, mijo, it's a mess. I was really sick. I had to go to the doctor. They injected me twice. And of course all the dust in here from the sheetrock and the cutting and sanding does not help. Everything has to be washed, of course. And we hear today, just this afternoon, through the coating on the walls. I don't know what it's called, textone, I guess. Tomorrow we should be done so we can start to paint. So hopefully rooms will be done all the same, mijo. That's it. Everything's going to be done the same. Everybody's good, mijito. I spoke to Anthony today. He's doing good. Amanda and the kids are good. I just spoke to them about 10 minutes ago. Theo's good. Trying to clean out the trailer right here on the side. Gonna get rid of it. It's no good no more. So I was gonna make it a chicken coop, put it in the back for the chickens, but Elio made a chicken coop, so I'm not gonna do that. Anyhow, Elio got like, I don't know, 5-6 machines, exercise machines now already. So one of the rooms will be made for me so I can do some exercising. Hopefully that'll help me lose weight a little bit at least. Everybody's good. The girls were here. Aaron's kids last weekend. We had a little bit. We made hamburgers. And this weekend, tomorrow, we will play bingo at Stephanie's home. And they will come with AJ also. Other than that, everybody's good. Mariano's still having trouble with his foot. But we're all good, mijito. We miss you. We love you. I went out. 2 of the girls had birthdays in March, or do have birthdays, one on the 15th and one on the 28th. So Thea Early, myself, and our other 3
co-workers from Harlingen and McAllen went have dinner yesterday. One of the girls had 2 drinks, and today she was upset with her stomach and stuff. So we were laughing at her, saying how 2 little drinks could have upset her. But anyway, we love you, we miss you. My hellos to Big Will, of course, Jeff, Juan, Rudy, Eric, Brandon. Hope you're doing well, everyone. God bless you. We're praying for you. And to the lady that came on before me, prayers for everyone, guys. We will all be going there someday. So God is good. Keep your head up. Mijo, I love you. Firme, mijo. I love you. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Thank you, Miss Patty. Have a great weekend. All right. How about Caitlin?
Hola, Pato. How are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits, staying safe and smiling. As for me, all is okay. I'm just home from work not too long, and you guessed it, it is raining again. The last few days were nice and the sky was blue, but yeah, it's back to like kind of weather for the ducks. I'm here, I'm with Belle. She says hello too, and she is having a little snooze right here beside me. Other than that, yeah, things are pretty much okay. So yeah, know that you're my heart, thoughts and prayers. And I want to also give a big shout out to the guys. You all know who you are. Eric, Mark, Will, Debo and Rudy. Hope you all doing good and same prayers and hugs. So good night, sweet dreams, and you all stay safe. And to everybody at the prison show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
Thank you, Caitlin. Okay, how about Kiki?
Hi, this message is for Rodney at the Polonsky unit. Hey, Rodney, it's Kiki. Just calling in to let you know I'm thinking of you and missing you and always loving you. It's Friday morning. We got a bunch of snow out last night, so it's really pretty out today. Anyways, Jeff is here. We just ran some errands, and we're just making some pizza and chilling out on this cold, beautiful day. Anyways, it's about 11:47 a.m., and I know you'll be calling me shortly at noon. I can't wait to hear from you. Miss you. I love you. Talk to you soon. Later, Gator. Mwah. I love you. Have a good night, everybody. God bless you all. Mwah. 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 Love you.
Was that what the finger was for there, David?
Yeah, I figured you'd start talking because she went silent, but then she
Yeah, the
added
kisses.
all the kisses.
Yeah, the kisses came on.
Can't miss the kisses.
No, you can't. All right. How about, if Mike is going to give kisses, I don't want to hear it. So let's go to Carmela.
Prison show. Thank you for taking my call. I'd like to make 2 shout-outs. The first one is to Marcus at the PAC unit. Hi, Marcus. I hope this finds you well and healthy and doing good. Hope things are progressing for you. I hope you're able to get outside. It's been beautiful. It was a little cool this morning, but the weekend's supposed to be beautiful until I think Sunday we're going to get some cool weather. For sure Monday, but it's just been beautiful. And I'm still not used to the time change, but you don't know me, but I'm a late bloomer. Anyway, I hope you're taking good care of yourself and doing what you need to do to keep on track. You take care,
and you have a blessed Lenten season. And just know that I'm thinking about you, and just know that you're loved. Thank you. And my second shout out is to Brad at the San Saba unit. Hi, Brad. This is your aunt. I know I don't really function as an aunt, but I am your aunt. I hope you're doing well. Please be well. Please take care of yourself. I don't know what to say. I just know that you're loved and you're thought about. And I wish I could talk to you. I wish I could see you. But one day we'll be together, I hope. Just keep doing what you need to do to get your business taken care of, and hopefully you're finding something to do to pass the time. You take care. Enjoy the beautiful weather that we're having this weekend. I'm enjoying listening to the Astros games on spring training, and I look forward to the regular season. Just please take care of yourself and know that you're loved. I do love you, even though I don't know you. I do love you, and I just want you to take care of yourself. Okay, I'll talk to you next time. Have a great weekend and a great week. Thank you, Kristen Show. You guys have a blessed weekend and traveling grace home. Thank you for what you do for us.
Thank you. You have a great weekend also.
Thank you. Good night.
All right.
Good night. Okay, let's get to John.
Hello, everyone. This is John. I'm calling in for Prison Nation, and I just want to give some shout-outs to my regular people that I shout out to every time I call out. So I'd like to give a shout-out to Sanders EO, who's in the MDOC in Michigan, and I'm calling from Ohio, from Toledo, Ohio. So Sanders EO, we have Jake Klemp, we have Curtis Soul Clark, we have Crystal Clark. Crystal Clark has been in the news in Michigan lately because there was a House Oversight Committee about the conditions at the Huron Valley Women's Facility. The women there are subjected to black mold. It's throughout the whole facility. It's been known to be there for decades, actually, going back to even when men were housed there and mentally ill prisoners. So there's been a campaign, and now one of the state legislators has called for the closing of Huron Valley Women's Facility. So we're very happy for that, and for Crystal Clark and the other women there. The other thing I'd like to give a shout out is to Jarrett Deuce Swanigan, Roderick Durod Lewis. I might have missed a few people. I'm looking at my Securus JPay list. We have Travis, Norm Vines, Jamal Dillahunty, and we have Alan Phelps. So I just want to give a shout out to some of those people. I want to thank everyone there at the prison show, Danny and Cowboy Dave and everyone who, I don't want to leave any names out, but I appreciate you and what you do. One of your other callers with humanizing death row, I just looked that up, and I had asked the question, who was the last when was the last person executed? And I looked that up, and I want to say that the importance of like shows like the prison show and what I do with Prison Nation. I have my own website. I have Facebook and other social media accounts, but it's spreading the word. It's spreading awareness. And I learned a couple of things tonight just from listening to the prison show, and I learned about the humanizing death row, and I've already liked and followed them as a result or a byproduct of tuning into the prison show tonight. And I think that's important that these shows and callers make an impact. It does make a difference. Hearing the callers call in, and I won't give loud smoochy kisses to anyone, but it's nice because a lot of times people who are incarcerated, they don't hear the voices of their loved ones. They don't see their loved ones, and just to know that there's someone out there falling asleep, thinking about them while they're falling asleep is an important thing. I wanted to comment something also because the prison show I've taken note is going to be on PBS, the documentary, and I wrote about this and posted about this myself earlier about the Alabama solution. If anyone is familiar or cares to talk about that, but it's another powerful documentary that was in the Sundance Film Festival and is now nominated for an Academy Award. And this documentary is on HBO, and you can tune in and you can see it, and tune in to the Oscars to see if they win anything. But I just want to remind some people that some of the participants that were involved in that have been segregated as a direct result of that. And that's shameful. There shouldn't be anyone punished or placed in solitary or segregation for speaking out, speaking the truth, but they do. And then another important takeaway about this documentary, The Alabama Solution, I think is notable, is that prisoners who voice their concerns and use cell phone footage and other means media to get the word out, it does make a difference. It can lead to big changes, a lot of public awareness, and so for that reason, again, it's another reason why I believe that the prison show and other avenues to reach the public like this are so important. So thank you, everyone, for allowing me to call in. I wish everyone there a good night. We had trucks and semis blowing over, and here they closed the turnpike down. We had 72 degrees temperatures a couple days ago, and they're predicting some snow for next week. So I have to go outside and cover up my tulip so it doesn't die. So good night, everyone, from the Midwest, from Prison Nation, and I'm giving a shout out to everyone. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, John. All right, let's get to, I guess I've held off on Mysterious Mike for long enough. He better not have any kisses, though, because I draw the line at that.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike doing his shout-outs for the Historic Prison Show. Here's my shout-outs for the guys at Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out for Philip Perez. Shout-out for Matt, Thomas, Edward Ruiz, Adam Wilkerson. Shout out for Aaron Vasquez. Shout out for Haas. Shout out for Keith Money. Tasha wants me to do a shout out for Payday. Shout out for Oz. Shout out for Curtis Robertson. Shout out for Jesse Cortez. And a shout out for Raymond Lee Cart. And a special shout out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Hopefully you're doing much better. And I hope everybody enjoys St. Patrick's Day on Tuesday. Drink some green beer and some Guinness and some Harp and eat a shepherd's pie and fish and chips. And that is from the world's tallest leprechaun, Mysterious Mike. And there's a St. Patrick's Day parade in downtown Houston on Saturday, and the Texas Army's going to fire green dye into Buffalo Bayou by U of H downtown. We'll fire green dye with cannons. And hope everybody has a wonderful weekend and enjoy St. Patrick's Day. As they say in Irish Gaelic, Salanche. Cheers. Adios.
All right, Mysterious Mike. In case I don't have time to do shout-outs, Terrell Lewis, or Lewis Terrell, from Illinois. He has a comma right there. I did get your poem. Thank you. It's so pretty. Thank you. It's so nice. You got to read it. All right. Let's get to Stacy.
This is to my husband, Sporty Black. Hey, baby, this is your wifey. Kissing you our tuck-in. Mwah. The girls and I are doing well. I've just placed on our recent posts, plus all the recent posts on Sky. And the girls and I are doing well. It's a nice 60 degrees out there. The wind is fierce, though. It's that time. Be strong. Stay healthy and safe. I love you, sweetheart. Mwah. Take care. Mwah. Love you, boo.
All right. Now we have Joe.
Here.
Hey, Joe.
Green dye, is that what Mike said?
That is indeed what Mike said.
That just gives me a kind of a chilling thought. Do you know how many bodies have been found in Buffalo Bayou this last year?
Yes, we do.
And I'm like thinking, the next body, is it going to be green?
Well, Joe, thank you. Thank you for that, Joe. Appreciate you.
What a thought.
I don't know. Mike's part of the old crew. Is he still hanging around, or is he just recording messages?
He's just recording messages, and yeah, he's a big leprechaun.
Some other guys he shouts out to have been out for years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's Joe and
the finger
my
guy.
voice is a little hoarse. I've been sick, but I'm getting over it. I went to Honduras for a little while, and on the boat coming back, I got very sick, and 2 weeks now, coughing and hacking. Been out doing DoorDash delivering this evening, and just about 20 minutes ago, I decided I've had enough of this pizza delivery crap, and fixing to go to bed, and I thought, let's check in with the prison show.
Now, are you getting other people sick?
No.
Of course not, right?
We don't want it.
Yeah, we don't want. Gloria was already up here getting people sick. Well, congratulations on your voyage.
Oh, I'm going back next month. I'm going to be spending more time in Honduras. It's a beautiful place.
I'm sure it is. Yes. Well, thank you, Joe, for calling.
And honestly, the way the world's going with all these wars, it might be World War III. That might be a good place to be. I'm joking, but it's kind of a serious thought at the same time.
Indeed. Yes, it is. Well,
how y'all doing?
We're living the dream up here.
David's being very quiet back there.
Yeah, well.
Now you did.
Gotta work the board.
You woke him up.
You woke him up.
Yeah, well, somebody got to wake me up. I might have to hit the button. You never know.
He thought it was
You ever see a ghost hanging around there, Dewey?
No, because we're in a different location. He'd be over at the other spot.
Oh, I'm
and it's
I'm
just
sure
a grass lot
he'd
there.
find it. I'm sure he'd find where you're at. I'm sure he'd find you. Anyway, that's all I got. Just checking in, saying hello. Y'all have a blessed evening, all right?
All right. Thanks, Joe.
Hope you feel better.
Thank you. God bless.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. How about Deanna?
I want to give a shout out to my son Zachary at the Briscoe unit, my cousin at the Bradshaw unit. I love you guys. Stay out of trouble and be safe. I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And I think Joanna. I'm like all bleh.
Joanne. Not
Oh, there's no
Literally 2 words.
Joanne.
And Ann.
Joanne.
And there. You got to get by the mic.
I have a special project that I'm going to start on. I'm going to try to keep up with it. I want to do some belated birthday wishes to a few of the TDCJ residents out there, because we want to let them know that we care. These are between 84 and 92 years old. So, start off with Jesus at the Terrell unit, Nathaniel at the Bird, Ray at Huge, Jerry at Pack, Anthony at Clements, William at Pack. Those are the January birthdays. February birthdays, Billy at Pack, Gail at Poledge, Thomas at McConnell, William at Stiles, Loretta at Young, Don is at Offsite Medical. I'm not really sure where he is. Joel at the Pack, Frederick at Skyview, Michael at LeBlanc, Robert at Pack, Leandro at Beto, Eugene for Ramsey, and Bolivar. It just happened to be at Galveston, and that's a good combination.
Yeah.
And for this month, so far, we have Robert at Duncan, Harvey at Galveston, Larry at Lewis, Jose at Duncan, John at Jester, William at West Texas Hospital, Benjamin at Galveston, Isabel at Jester, and Juan at Pack. These wonderful people are between 84 and 92 years old, and I think they deserve a very special birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to y'all. Very happy birthday.
More to come next week.
All right, David. Shout out. Linda, shout out.
Linda, you gonna do your shout outs? Well, shorten it. Do the highlights. Come on over to the mic.
She's coming over. Here she comes.
Say a shout out to everyone. We're kind of running out of time tonight, so I want Danny and Dave to get their few shout outs in. And I just wanted to say, just have a great week, guys. I hope the lockdown's end soon. I know a lot of y'all are hungry. And I wanted to say hi, and I'll be back on next week. Oh, and also, I got a letter today. I did read your poem last week, Marquis Robinson. So you sent me the same poem that I read last week. So we did read it. Okay. Good night, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Last week she did. I think my friend was thinking that I was getting jealous, so he sent me a poem, which I appreciate. Thank you very much. David, you want to do yours?
I'll do a few. Shout out to James McElrath, Eric Kinsley, Andre Moore, Terry Taylor, Michael Perez, Lionel Rogers, Yeah, Danny gave me your message. Nathaniel Lewis, Berta Tlusty, Ronald Poole, Robert Tatum, Kyle Boner, John Thomas, Sergio Shaw, Devontae Harris, Marquise Wing, Travis Fletcher. Hey, Travis, Franz gave me your message. And, man, I talked to your attorney 2 or 3 times last week, or the week before last, or a combination of both. But, man, I hope everything's good. I really do. It was good that you got to see your family and all that good stuff. Hang in there. Just keep your chin up. Let's go to Dennis Price, 3RD, Bill Sims. You made me laugh tonight, bro. And Pete Sines and Cornelius Robinson. And I think we might have somebody on the online. Alice. Let's do Alice.
Let's go, Alice.
Hi, thank you for taking my call. I just wanted to send a quick shout out to Woody on the Polanski unit. I hope you are okay and doing well. I wanted to tell you to stay strong and positive. Keep moving forward one day at a time. Today at work, I almost didn't do anything. We spent the afternoon talking about Iran, and one of the clients made me hear a number station with Farsi numbers. So I thought this stuff didn't exist since World War II. So it was super creepy and interesting. So that's it for today. I will write you soon. Take care. Good night and good weekend, everyone.
Thank you, Alice. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. And Ken wants to leave a shout out. Go ahead.
Hey, guys, just thinking about how good it is and how good of a feeling it is to know that if your parole officer calls, you got nothing to worry about, nothing to hide. But I promised a shout out to Melissa from Brittany's group at TPR. Thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping your word. We appreciate it. Tell everybody to tune in. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you, Ken. And is that my phone? Moving my phone, man. All right. You got a shout out, Joanne?
I done did mine.
Oh, you did your?
I did mine.
It's your turn.
It's my turn. All right. Real quick, another big thank you again to Terrell Lewis. I'm thinking it's Terrell Lewis for your poem. Appreciate you. Appreciate you very, very much. Big shout out to Bo Farron, or Farion. How about that? T, Big Head. Hey, Big Head, I'm so sorry about your mom. I'm so sorry about your mom. Great big hugs to you, and I'm going to go see you really, really soon. Kelsey Young, shout out to you. Randy Halprin, Larry at the Huntsville unit. Britt, I think your cousin was on the live feed the other night. Troy Glover, Greg Bryant, Travis Fletcher again. Hey, Travis. Eddie at the Wainwright unit. Brandon, I gave some kudos to you, Brandon. Someone asking me, who is the sweetest person to write to? I said, Brandon, definitely not Big Will. Nope, not Big Will. Not giving me nice shot about emails. All right, Joel at the Hughes unit. Jay and Chucky at the Wynn unit. Leroy at the Pack unit. Brian Rogers. Jeff Pribble. Hey, Jeff. And there you are right here. Will Spear. Rexalicious. Hey, Rexalicious. And another great big birthday to CJ. Happy birthday. And that's all I got.
That's it?
I can repeat some, but...
Some of them smooches.
Yes, some smooches.
A lot of them guys out there want to hear them smooches.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. But, however, and David keeps it. David.
Yeah, well.
I'm thinking that it's news I can use. But I do have some news that people can use because, where was it? A former Beaumont correctional officer got 10 years in federal prison for trafficking methamphetamine. 10
Go
years.
For 10 years.
At one of the federal units in Beaumont.
Well, there's only one federal unit in Beaumont. There's three.
There's three federal units in Beaumont.
No, there's just one.
There's one. You got Beaumont Low, Beaumont Medium, and a penitentiary. They're all in the same complex, but there's three
yeah,
separate
they
units.
consider it just one when.
No, I wasn't waving at you.
Oh, I thought you were waving at me.
No,
I was like, hey, how you?
I was fixing my shirt.
Oh, I was like, hey, how you?
I didn't point no fingers.
I know. I was like, oh my God, he's waving and not flipping me off. What? And yes, I did not wear my prison show shirt. I forgot it. David
it's all
forgot.
David's fault.
David forgot to bring me one, and so now I'm in my work shirt. So I had to wear something on top because work would not
So
be.
that's why you wanted another one, because you forgot it?
Absolutely.
And then I get the blame for it. Oh.
Because you're the last one to have
I was
forgotten.
the last one for it.
Yeah, that's right. So
The last time somebody asked me for shirts, I stuffed them in the knapsack where I got all the sound
mine.
stuff. Yeah, that's what I should have done. As soon as you said it, I should have got up and put it in the bag.
Yeah, you should have. Well, or I could have actually put my shirt where it should have been instead of on next to my bed, which I saw on my webcam that I watched to keep track of my cats. So I was like, oh, look, there's my shirt right there.
And then on top of that, Ken's mom wanted a shirt, and I didn't bring shirts. It was my fault. I went right off without them, so.
I am perfectly fine.
Sorry,
blaming
Miss
you.
Teresa.
I am perfectly fine blaming.
Well, we'll get it next week. I'll put them in the bag tomorrow whenever
I won't need it then.
Well, then I'll keep it. I'll have an extra 3 extra.
For next time I forget something.
I went to the Texas Coalition Against the Death Penalty Convention, and I must have grabbed the oldest prison show shirt that I had in the closet. It was kind of funny, but not really. Yeah.
And what did it look like? Did it have holes in it or something?
No, but the letters are all flaky and coming off, you know? They just get so old. Anyway, look, Skyla Dawn's fixing to come up with damage control, and it's been a pretty good show. We didn't have too many gremlins tonight, so that's pretty cool. I like it whenever we don't have a lot of gremlins.
Well, yeah, don't say anything. We're not off the air yet. We're not off the air.
Look, guys, it's supposed to be a beautiful day tomorrow, so do the best you can and enjoy it. Other than that, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for the boys, they know it's prison radio. It's prison radio. From Paris to Polanski, bonjour, more. In my dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. The men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. sings my